See, like you get your life story. That's your life story. It's if you recognize that your life story is a fabrication, say, not the truth, not even the truth of what happened, but a fabrication in the way that we've spoken. Then you go, oh, that's something that I made up. Like if you made up a story, a child's story, Winnie the Pooh or something, and you tell a story, the adventures of Winnie the Pooh, you see, and you go, oh, okay. Now, do you have this? Now, so you write it down. So now you have this story. It's the adventures of Winnie the Pooh, but it's not true because it's a story. You made up a story, see, for whatever purpose. In this case, to entertain children, perhaps. But you see, you have a story. You say, oh, that's a story. So you say, oh, I'm going to let go of that. Well, you could let go of it, see, but now in your mind, you've got it written in your mind, right? See, this story. So you say, okay, yeah, I know that story. I know that story. So you say, now, so I'm going to let go of it. Are you going to forget the story? If you've lived your whole life with this story as if it's true and it's significant, it's the movie of your life, etc., likely you're not going to just forget. Say. But what you can do, and you could let it go so that it's just not even operating there, but more than likely what you can do is just get it, oh, it's a story, like Winnie the Pooh. Oh. And you go, thank you, story. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Because as long as your mind continues, to create something, then it will be there. So as long as something is there, it's there. And then the relationship is what makes the difference, not whether it's there or not. So what is it? Is it a story or is it myself? Okay, those are two very different things. So you go, oh, that's a story. And then you could have other distinctions to kind of fill it out.
Okay. I see what you say. It looks easy by listening to you, but I try to apply and say it is a story, and then I hear but I live it. I experience it.
Well, there's your problem right there.
Yeah, I know.
You live it. It's not a story yet. It's still life.
I lived it. Like
you lived it. Oh,
yeah, it happened.
I mean, you still live it. You see. Well,
I still live
but
it.
You
somehow
didn't live it actually. You didn't live it. So you didn't actually live it. You didn't live it much more than Winnie the Pooh. You know Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
Okay. It's cultural, so I don't know. But, now you wouldn't say that you lived the life of Winnie the Pooh. You'd say Winnie the Pooh lived the life of Winnie the Pooh, right? Because it's in the story. But you heard the story. Maybe you like the story, identify with the story, and you like Tigger and the other ones. Piglet. Hey, I can remember a couple of that. I'm surprised. Anyway, Tigger too. Tigger, right? Tigger. Wow, I'm on a roll. Anyway, you can remember these characters. You say, but you don't say I lived that life. So you put the story down, and then you go about what you're doing now. See, and you go, okay, that's the story. Now with your life, you see, it seems to have a little more validity because you say, well, but no, I lived it. Okay, this is I lived it, right? Yes and no. You lived something. You didn't live that story. That's what you tell that you lived. Say, and then you lived whatever you lived. And you can make that distinction too. So you can go, oh yeah, I lived a life and I can remember. There was just a lot of stuff I can remember, a lot of stuff, and now there's my story. And those are different. And my story is what I tell myself, and what I tell others, and stuff that fits my self-image about my life and how it went. That's my story. I got to tell my story. But it's a fabrication, just like Winnie the Pooh. And it is, like I said, see, it's not true, it's biased. Everything, your memory of everything that happened, if you work really hard to try to remember everything that happened in your life, you can remember a lot. See, but, and a lot of it's, just mundane stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's like, silly stuff, or embarrassing stuff, whatever, oh, I didn't remember that, whatever, see? And you can remember, but still, even when you remember, as best you can, actually what took place, independent of your story, just actually what took place, altogether, it'll still be biased, it'll still be from your point of view. It's what took place from your point of view. And that will mean it's not actually what happened, it's what happened from your point of view, and it's what happened in relationship to how you saw the meaning of what was happening to you. You see? And so that will change, your memory will be of that, you see, and that will change what actually was there. And then, perhaps you can make another distinction and say, okay, look, I can remember as accurate as I can this, this, my life, these things in my life, and like that. Okay, and that's my point of view, and that's to me. Now let me see if I can recreate that scene, whatever, without relating it to me. See? And if you worked hard at doing that, you could probably do that, because it's still there, and you get, oh, that's different, and then you see, because that's different, you didn't have the same reactions, the same meaning, the same whatever, blah, blah, blah. See, that's going to be different. See, that's another distinction. But see, on top of this, two distinctions, what's really there, your point of view and your bias, relating it to you, there-ness, your life story are the pieces and the events that you chose for a purpose to remember and make a story out of. Those memories, not all memory, those memories. There's a reason you remember that thing. It serves a purpose for you. Your self-image, how you see yourself, what you want other people to know about you, whatever it is, it serves a purpose, you see? And that, serving the purpose, first of all, makes it just segments, chosen segments. And the chosen segments are not your life. The chosen segments are your story, and you're biased about why you chose that. You see? Because there's a reason you chose that, and the reason you chose it is going to override anything true about it. See, now it's become story that serves a purpose. You see? It's like, oh, it gives me this drama here. It gives me this excuse here. It gives me this justification for being this way. It gives me this, nice part. It gives me this, adventure. It gives, whatever it is. You see, oh, I got all these things, and depending on, the purpose of choosing it, and that's, you say, is your life story.
See how I chose?
And not only that, it's even worse than that, because it's not only chosen for a reason, it's not only biased, right? But likely, given the way humans work, you have recreated it over time, so it's not even the way it was in the very beginning. Because the storytelling in yourself and the reason you're telling it, say, will tend to push this aspect more, introduce a little something that wasn't quite true, leave this out, etc. See, and then boom, boom. Oh, that's good. Yes, I got now the white knight charging in on his steed to rescue the fair maiden. Yes, that was my life. Huh? No, it wasn't. You see, but it's a better story. I mean, it really fucking works better as a story, right? See, if you can say I was the white knight, right? Like that. You see, that's good. People go, whoa, that's something. Yeah, they got, see, but it's been biased so much, because, no, you really were more like Don Quixote on a donkey, or whatever. But you've changed it. I mean, Quixote changed it too, right? He's fighting dragons that are windmills. You see, he's making up his life as he goes, and it's an adventure for him.
Hi, I'm Brendan Lee, and I've been studying with Peter Ralston for 20 years. I really want you to know that no matter how many videos you watch or books you read, it pales in comparison to the power of the live workshops that we host here at the center or on Zoom. If you want to get serious and do work that makes a real difference, please check the links in the description to learn more. Thank you.